Hello everyone, welcome back to Run the NBA, and today the player of discussion is Jonathan Isaac, who of course missed most of the last year and a half with that severe injury, but is now looking to return for the 2021-22 NBA campaign and looked to be one of the most promising young players in the league before he went injury, specifically on the defensive end. So today I want to talk about Jonathan Isaac. I want to talk about what the potential could be for him moving forward and how impactful of a player he could be, especially on the defensive end moving forward in his NBA career and for this Orlando Magic team. If you do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. With that being said, let's get into it and talk about Jonathan Isaac. Let's talk about why Jonathan Isaac is such an impactful defensive player in the NBA. This is someone that can guard multiple positions, as he is fairly mobile with very good lateral quicks at 6'11", 230 pounds. This man is strong, long, tall, and quick. Man is a pretty darn good defender because of that just out of the gate. And this is someone, as I mentioned, he can guard up and down. He can guard the 5 if you need. He can best guard the 3 or the 4. And he's great on guys on the perimeter if you need off of switches as well. And so if you're talking about his 2019-2020 season, let's just let the stats talk for themselves for a minute as opposed to the athleticism and the eye test. Just for a second, although I don't like doing it often. 1.6 steals and 2.3 blocks in 28.8 minutes per game. As a power forward, 2.3 blocks. This guy is an absolute menace on the defensive end. There's a reason why before he went injured, there was talks that this was a future defensive player of the year guy. And you don't hear that very often about guys that aren't centers. But with Jonathan Isaac, you do, because he gives you the rim protection of a center, the wing defense of a wing, and the switchability on guards that is just very unmatched from any player in the NBA. He is an absolute athletic freak, and he puts his heart and soul and effort into the defensive end. He prides himself on being one of the best wing defenders in the league. And you saw that in that playoff series with the Raptors the year before, in that 2019 run, when of course they met in the first round before the Raptors eventually went on to win it. He was trying to clamp against the Raptors. That was his job. He was there and he was clamping. Now, did he clamp as well as he would have liked to? No, because the Raptors just have so many options. But he did his work. He put in his effort. That's what he prides himself on, and that's the biggest thing for him. Is you can have all the athletic tools in the world, but when you pride yourself on being good on the defensive end and you commit to putting in that effort, and you have Jonathan Isaac's athletic skill set and arsenal to do it, my God, you were a pretty darn good defender, and Jonathan Isaac has definitely shown that. And that's why I still believe that Jonathan Isaac, if he comes back relatively healthy and can play near the level he was at before, is going to remain a defensive player of the year and all defensive team candidate type player. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, he was also improving the other facet of his game before his injury on the offensive end. He was becoming a respectable three-point shooter, someone from the corner up a catch and shoot you couldn't just completely leave, shooting around 34% from deep in that third year before he went out with injury. And he could start to take guys a little bit off the dribble as well, finish a little bit at the rim, and he was becoming a little bit more of an option on the offensive end, averaging around 12 points per game in that season. It wasn't just sitting out on the three-point line and then giving you defense. He was able to attack the rim a little bit. He was able to take you off the dribble a little bit. And I'm not ever saying that Jonathan Isaac's going to be some 20-point-a-game guy, because I don't think he will be. But if he can turn into a pretty good 3-and-D guy who can take you off the dribble and finish at the rim with that size and strength, that's a pretty nice piece to have for a two-way guy. Could he get there? I think so. He's shown steady improvements throughout his first 3 years. The biggest thing is obviously just going to be what type of health is he going to come back at, because if he can come back at pretty much the same level of health, the same athleticism, that same quickness and ability, then he can become a fairly good three-point shooter if he wants to continue working on his three-point shot and become a 14, 15-point a night guy while being a first-team all-defensive NBA guy. That could be the upside for Jonathan Isaac. Now, of course, if he doesn't come back at full health, then that's a little bit more in question. The point being is the Orlando Magic have an absolute defensive monster in Jonathan Isaac, someone who has potential to still be a decent secondary option on the offensive end as well. So that is my thoughts on Jonathan Isaac moving into next year and moving forward in his career. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And let me know your thoughts down in the comment section on Jonathan Isaac and how you think he could fare in the years moving forward. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.